Welcome, welcome. Test the mic 1 2. Test the mic 1 2. All right, folks. Good evening. This is your host, SUBOR, coming live from the Goyah studio. We want to wish you a happy Friday. We hope that you're having a nice time. We hope that you're getting ready to enjoy your weekend. Once again, we want to welcome you to the show. We, we will be coming. Tonight, we're just going to because it's going to be for a mini patient schedule. We said to know when to make sure that get back on track. You know, very, very long day off. But we are happy and glad to be back. We are very, very sorry for the inconsistency. So to know we want to once again to welcome. So as we're getting ready to set first, maybe at least I'm not diving into the weekend. I hope you're having a nice time. Because we got some updates on the so report to bring to you. So stay tuned as we play some music. Well, welcome, welcome. This is your host, SUBOR, coming live on the Maima studio. I want to say thank you for tuning in. As you can see, the time is exact 4:45 and we're going to begin our show. What I do want to say thank you for tuning in. This is your host, SUBOR, coming live from the Maima studio. Actually, it's been off the air for a minute now, but it all been good for a good reason, for good cause. And first and foremost, before we begin the show, we'd like to take this time to extend our gratitude and appreciation to all of our fans, our listeners who will continue to share the beautiful, continue to answer questions. If we continue to give a compliment, say thank you. But like we say on the show every time, that you are first and foremost, we will for complete education for everyone. As you all fully aware, we are living in a very tumultuous time right now. It's a time that you can nobody can deny or say. I mean, year 2020, 2025 been a very trying time. And so we want to say, before we start the show, every day we want to welcome you and invite you to a prayer that we meet on Monday to Thursday under the guardianship of Pastor Reginald Wanachi, was an interdenominational church. We meet there from Monday to Thursday from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, 1 hour. And so what we do there is Monday, people come and give a testimony, people testify. And then Tuesday we study the Bible. Wednesday is all prayers. People come with a prayer request and we pray for each other and thank God and do wonderful things. And then on Thursday, the Bible study. Wednesday and Thursday we meet at the church in person. And so we got people from all over America, from Florida, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, North Dakota, California, you name it. And so you can also be part of it by dialing this number 763 220 3265. Once again, that number is 763 220 3265. And once you dial that number, you don't need no code. You can write in and you can be part of the service. Better still, if you feel like you do not have the time, we encourage you to find a God, beautiful Bible church that you can take some time, 45 minutes or an hour, and just worship God or study the Word of God. It's very encouraging about everything. With that being said, we want to say happy birthday to those who are celebrating their birthday in this month of October. We pray that God Almighty will bless you with long life and all of your heart desires, especially to our national president of the Goyah Country Association, Father Bianchi, who celebrated her birthday yesterday. So that the president will celebrate her birthday. We pray that God will continue to bless you as you stay in the affairs of the Goyah Country Association in America. We also want to see the birthday for on your wedding anniversary, we say a double shout out to you and special love. Pray that God Almighty will bless you in the mighty name of love, wisdom, understanding, happiness, and all that. If you are bereaved, you also want to take the time to extend our biggest condolences to you. We pray that God Almighty will comfort you, console you during the difficult time of bereavement, and you will only remember you and your family in our prayers. But folks, we wanted to report back to you about happy day gone weekend in the beautiful state of Minnesota, 10,000 Lake. We want to take this time to extend our sincere gratitude for the entire leadership, the national leadership and the local leadership. That is, the national leadership headed by our dynamic president, Madam Bianchi, the local leadership, which has been the Minnesota chapter, headed by Lady Awu. Now, teamwork, collaboration, and I'm telling you, 3 days weekend was off the chain. And so we want to say we are very grateful, we are very proud as Marylander. The festival in the Twin City was successful. The Because imagine Minnesota only like 1 weekend off. There's so many things going on. God was faithful. People came from all over America, especially Maryland, to embrace the important occasion. And we reached very close to 20,000. And so, what more can we say? And so, I want to say congratulations to the entire team, especially people who travel far and near. For all over America to come. Like our president said, if you haven't heard the National American Association in America, it is about time that you be part of the great organization because as time goes by, we release, or we haven't seen it already, because the president, the past president, officials. And I'm telling you, this organization can be a big thing in Maryland County. And that is when we're asking the Maryland County come and be part of the global organization. Come and be part. If we change that thing, here's how we're going to do it. Because if we ask, why should I be part of the Maryland County Association in America? Since I became part, since President Biagi Wu took over, we have become a lot of life in the community. The 4 districts are playing running water there, well or constructed by the Maryland County Association in America. Over 12 to 15 laptops, computers were given to the college to beef up the registration process in our county. The airport was renovated. Finishing touches is on the way as we speak right now. And the extension of the J.J. Dawson Hospital. Now, the president, the vice president said something you people say you don't know. Maryland County is located in the southeastern region, Sumali County. But that J.J. Dawson Hospital, from the time it was constructed, it became very important to the entire southeastern region. Where am I saying? Simon, Benji, Benfield, you name it. All the county over there, including Africans, people used to start putting there for treatment. And so right now, if you look at the hospital, it's in deplorable condition. And so the Gun Convention that was held in Minnesota, one of the main reasons that we're appealing to you to come and be part of the organization is because we do have the construction, the extension of the hospital. And as we speak, that project is already ongoing. And so the proceeds will be used to make sure that the hospital is completed, especially the extension. Now, after completion, what next? We need to furnish the hospital with modern equipment. Modern equipment. And that is why we are asking Marylanders all around America. We hope to spread the video. Remember, that's where you hear from. I say they're going to shoot and see all the time. I say they and I'll see all the time. You can never be an American, you can never be wicked, you can never be immediate. Yes, granted, we are blessed to find ourselves. The fact remains that we will all be from that field. Specifically for Maryland County. That is why we are asked Maryland who the things say in around America. Be part of the organization. Found a chapter and be part. I'm telling you, we are carrying on a lot of big things in that county. In order for us to be successful, we take collective effort. And that is what we want to see. Thank you to the entire team. It was a beautiful, well-planned weekend. Our fun. We met friends, we met family. I mean, it's another time that people use some education, the family reunion. We get to see the fellow Marylanders. People you haven't seen in decades. And so that is why we're asking you, please come and join the neighborhood. locally and nationally for your well-planned program. We want to say to all of our guests, people who came to support us, say God bless you. Whatever you spend with us, God will replace that double. And so we ask that you please spread the news. If you know any Gregorian in the full city or in any part of the state, let them know of the National American Council Association in America. So we want to say thank you. We also want to take this time to acknowledge our hardworking leadership team in Nigeria. For those of you who don't know, we do have talking about team that is me, one of my mom, the members of the CC Michigan District. Every first Saturday in the month, we do a called cleaning up exercise because one of the things we try to do is try to create awareness, try to educate the youth, try to empower the youth, try to discourage them from taking drugs. And we try to teach them citizenship. And so the first Saturday in the month, come together, we build in the community, identify our community, and we clean our community. And so we want to say thank you to the entire leadership, Jack Ma, Becky, Dan, Leo, Savannah, Nunuho Naya. These guys got to see I mean, just imagine, it's a team. And so we encourage you to, if you're not here, find something that you can engage, you find something meaningful that you can do that will also help all live our country. And so tonight we want to say thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. We appreciate everything that you are doing. God will bless you. We also ask that you can contribute to this labor force, looking at campaign for rainbows, for wheelbarrows, for chapias, for gloves, for vests, for rigs, for brooms. I think the number is increasing, so we got like 15 and now we increase that to 20. And so we need like a 20 rainbows, so roughly make a 5 to 20. We started and now the number is increasing, so that means we are making headway. And so if you're listening and you say how can you donate, you can contact Secretary right there. Go in my inbox and see. I want to tell the people this all important for me for endeavors. Wherever you do, you go along with remember that period. Well, I wanted to talk to us, as you can see, like I said, weekly review Friday. I know last week we should have done this, but we couldn't because, again, last weekend was a national holiday in my own life because the Northern County Association was in fourth year. And we needed to be fast of that because it is near and dear to our heart, and so we couldn't dive into this issue. But nevertheless, most of you and for what happened in Liberia upon the return of the former president, His Excellency, George Manuel to Liberia, and the next day they said the room got burned. And so we read the statement from the party chairman, and people were saying that there was a attempt on the president's life, and they wanted to kill the president. But I wanted to talk about that because Liberians, I wanted to remind us, we have to keep in mind how we go about explaining or trying to, I know a lot of times we use it several times to gain political significance. But the danger today is our very Liberia, the peace in Liberia is very fragile. None of us can sit there and pretend. Because the fact remains that we cannot sit there and act like our country is 100% secure. And so the fact remains that people will use and do anything to create divisions or to cause havoc among us. Havoc in mind, and that is why I wanted to speak to you about political issue. Now, and to us partisans, well wishers, hey, it is okay to be passionate about your candidate. It is okay to be passionate about your party. It is okay to be passionate about wherever. But sometimes we have to allow common sense to prevail. We have to allow common sense to prevail. What am I saying? You know, when we got the information on the president from Gabon, the first question, because we will not come on the air and talk about anything that we do not have factual information about. This is not only to show that what we come to gossip. No, no, no. We come to actually discuss issues that are affecting us and how can we educate our people on the things that are affecting us and how can we make it better. And so the first question that I asked, I thought the president, the former president, official resident is rehab. So I just thought it was a rehab. How? But they said no nonsense. But then you told me the former president. Okay? Are you telling me the former president did not have security details? Anybody can get pass and just go into the president's bedroom? Now, when I said this, in all honesty. The fact remains that I was just a friend. None of my best friends. Why this can't just go to my best friend? I can't just go to Waterloo and just pass and go to Waterloo bedroom. It's impossible. It's impossible. Even in Liberia, we know for the very well, we are depending on people your bedroom. You're freaking just come pass and go to, not alone for as a stranger. And so when I heard the question that came in my mind, what are they talking about attention? Who will want to kill the former president? Because if somebody going to get pass and go to the president's bedroom, then I think you need to think about the people around you. That is the first thing. Then we have to start to say, what are those that are in charge of whom we are spirit? What are those that are in charge? And so we come to very mindful of information. We have to be very careful with information. We have to be very, very mindful. Thank God, nobody got injured, nobody got killed. And there were minimum damage done to the house. You tell that thing to people, you have the disease. And make the passive particles. That fear is all that we got. We cannot allow few people to continue to play on divide and conquer, divide and conquer. So I wanted to make sure that I touch base on that. But I also wanted to speak to something that is important as we speak. It has to do with the situation in Maima County, the Senator I might not say me, please forgive me, but he has been very vocal. And he talked about promises that were made by a senator. And up to now, they are yet to live up to those commitments. And I think they got 5 years left into their contractual agreement. And so, you know, when one thing happens in one country, it happens in everyone else. And we accuse the Brentwood Senator Batikwa, who is the chairman, and Batikwa spoke to the press to Spoon TV try to clarify what he called the allegation level against him by the senator of Maima County. But I want to play I'm going to find, I'm going to play that video, that interview, because I do have a different take on that. I do have a different take on that. And I want you to tell me, because I will not rest when I tell you people that the real problem in our country is these people that we refer to as lawmakers. They are truly our problem. They are truly our problem. And I want to play that interview so you can actually hear from you can actually hear from the senator himself. I'm going to put that interview. I hope it's here now. And we will play it, and we hope that you can make that make your own informed decision. Because if I play it, I want to be able to speak to it from my point of view. But I would love to hear your point of view on the whole matter. And then we'll go from there. So I want you to stay with me, as because I keep telling us that these people think we are stupid. I do. I do believe that people think that we are stupid. And so we're going to make sure that we
the Senate Committee on Concession and Investment. He is here. We are here today to speak to him on the allegation raised by one of the senators of Nimba County, Senator Yan Twine. Good morning, Senator Badikwa.
Good morning.
Welcome to Spoon.
Thank you.
okay, not one. Okay, so listen to the senator for yourself.
Well, folks, good morning and welcome to Spoon TV. We are here with Senator Nimen T.H. Batikwa, Senator of Grenco County, and he is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Concession and Investment. He is here. We are here today to speak to him on the allegation raised by one of the senators of Nimba County, Senator Yan Twine. Good morning, Senator Badikwa.
Good morning.
Welcome to Spoon.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you for the Spoon family. Thank you.
Okay, you've been in Nimba while you were there with the committee, and your colleague, Senator Yan Twine, the senator of Nimba, flagged a public allegation. And today we saw you on OK FM trying to provide some clarity. Do you care to speak to Spoon in terms of your position?
Again, thank you very much for this engagement. I think it's highly appreciated that you accord this opportunity to continue to provide clarity to the people of this country. Yes, we were recently in Nima, specifically Yikipa, the operation site of AML, ArcelorMittal. And our trip came from the backdrop of a complaint that our colleague, Senator Young D. Tryon submitted to the Liberia Senate in June, requesting the Senate to constitute a joint committee. In his letter, he named those relevant committees based on the issues that he was raising. He indicated in his letter that the amount that was being projected, that was being relayed to the public to be the cost of the concentration that the people just built was being escalated, was being inflated. So he asked the Senate to intervene and show that that process is reviewed, so the actual amount could really be determined. And not only that, he laid out an array of issues. For instance, he said the housings that Lamco left behind are still in ruin when the workers of AML are going around looking for places to stay, and the school system is very, very low. It's not up to standard. The health services that the people are providing are not up to standard, and he lived. The employment issue is low. In fact, according to the MDA indicates that the first 3 most senior positions in 10 years of the complex operation, one of them should be a Liberian. But all of those were not being respected by AML. So the Senate, in its wisdom, through the plenary, constituted a joint committee, and they made us to chair the committee. The secretary was instructed to write me as chair, constituting all the mandate of the plenary, the committee. So we got a letter. From there, we asked the secretary of the Senate to invite AML administration to come to public hearing. The institutions, relevant institutions that are responsible for those issues, those things that they say AML have not done, were all invited. Minister of Public Works was invited, Lands and Mines, EPA, NBC, Investment Commission, all of those people were here. So the hearing was held. AML defended itself, and the Senate cut off the hearing because it was late, and they say, okay, the hearing will continue later. AML, from that point, had been engaged in the committee, asking us to work with them, to constructively work with them to see how all of those things that were lifted in Senator Tryon's complaint will be mitigated, will be attended to. So they even sent a letter to me as a chair, indicated timelines. We were the housings, the ones that are not renovated from this time, all of these ones will be renovated. The health center that have not been renovated from this time, it will be renovated. The school system that is low, the one that he had problem with, they one will be done. And all of them were outlined with timeline. You're talking about from July up to present. We've been in intense engagement with them to ensure that those things are addressed in the interest of the people. Our convention, based on Senator Tryon's engagement, advocacy is that Senator Tryon is not asking AML to leave. He's asking them to do what they're supposed to do as enshrined in the MDA. And that's what we think we should do. So the Joint Committee, in respect to plenary's mandate, continue to work with the people. So they asked us to come to see how far they have come.
Asilamita.
Estabita, come and see all of the things that we did, that Senator Tryon lifted, so you will see that we are progressing. So we were about to go. I asked the AMF people when we constituted the committee and we relate the committee, the listing of the people that were going. Senator Twain's name was there. Then they said, if you put Senator Twain there, the thing will not be peaceful because every time we engage in that confrontation, So we please want to ask you, let him be left out. And then later, when you see what we have done, then you can convince him that indeed these things are done. So looking at the need.
I'm feeling the vibes with original.
Looking at the need to have the mission peaceful, we decided, okay. In fact, before we left, Senator Taylor and I invited Senator Twain here. And he narrated also the same thing. So we told him, please be calm. Senator Twain, we know that you don't want AMF to leave NIMA. You want them to do what they're supposed to do, what is enshrined in the MDA. We will work with you. Please be calm. He loudly reacted and order. Because of that, I went to Senator Goyah office. Senator Goyah, the way Senator Twain is proceeding with this issue, it will not make him to achieve the objective he wants to achieve. I want you to talk to him. Let him calm down. Senator Goyah said, I will talk to him. So when these people made the suggestions, looking at my own experience with him, I said, it's better when we come from there, we talk to him. Luckily, when we went to Nima, he met us, and I talked to him. Senator Twain, the same issue that you lifted, that's why we are here. So we're going to talk to the people. Whatever it is, we'll get to you. And we left. Unfortunately, in a twinkle of my eye, we saw a post that we were on a luxurious mission against the interests of the people of Lima. He said all type of things about us. Not only that, then he went and organized a huge community meeting where we were telling the people that we were there to undermine the interests of the people of Lima. AFL supposed to come to Monrovia, and we told them not to come. And Joe went at our own interest against the people and started saying all type of things. We want to thank God. That's why I said, indeed, we thank God for the people of Nima exercising restraint, exercising that kind of tolerance. Had it not been so, they would have descended on us. They would have stoned us. They would have beat us out of that place just because of addressing issues that Senator Twain himself lifted in the interest of his people for and on behalf of the Liberia Senate. He exposed how he, in fact, I don't know where House of Representative people, why he had to join them with us. And he said we were 25 lawmakers there on a luxurious move to go in bed with AML people. He said all type of things are against us. But we did not mind because we had an objective. We have a mission for and on behalf of the Liberian people. We're not doing it for only Yan Twain. Yan Twain advocacy is in the people, is in the interest of the people of Lima. So whatever we want to do is for the people of Lima.
So almost Senator, 1 minute. So Senator Yan Twain raised all of the grievances, the issue. The Senate plenary constituted a committee chaired by you to go and investigate the very things that he raised. Then you go there and he accuse you of being compromised.
That's the irony.
Isn't that a contradiction?
That's the irony about it. You raise the issue in the first place. In his letter, he indicated who he indicated the committees because he knew the relevant committee as the issues he raised. He talked about the committee on concession investment. He talking about lands and mines. He talked about public works. He talked about public account. He talked about all of these committees. And exactly as he recommended, the plenary constituted the committee. And that's the committee that have been working all along with the people. Where his anger come from, nobody knows.
Do you think because he was left out, this is why he raised this huge allegation? Why if he were to be part of the delegation?
And that is why usually whenever complaints like those, like his, are lifted, normally the senator that raised the issue is not always left out. For instance, Botokane raised issue against Bachiko. And when we were going there, Botokane was there. Simeon Taylor raised issue against Beer Mountain.
In
When
Cape
we were
Mount.
going there in Cape Mount, he was there. Prince Moen raised issue against MG Go. When we were there, going there, he was there. But his issue is not as constructive as those other senators are. He is combative. He is antagonistic. So how could we carry him if we wanted the whole issue to be peaceful, especially when the people looking at their experience with him, that anytime he sees them, he combats them. Anytime he sees them, his engagement with them is not constructive.
Okay, so senators, considering the trip, to some extent, it was successful because you met with all of the parties and the stakeholders involved. What is the next step of the committee?
In fact, we've seen all that have happened, what they are doing, records are taken, and that is why we have carried all of the relevant people. We took our staff, we took the press from the Senate, we took the sergeant arm, we carry all of the relevant people. So we will compile our report. In fact, the trip is not only because when we are addressing issue of NEMA, we don't want the Bassa people to come and say, oh, we have issue too. So we are doing it holistically. We also have to go to Bassa because AML operation affects Bassa. We will go to Bassa. So Nyatwayan's intimidation, aggression against us cannot deter us to do the work that we're supposed to do for
Now, I want to pause the video here for
and on behalf of the Liberian people.
the reason why.
He's only one.
So if the senator don't want his colleagues who are on the committee to go to NIMBA, then who will address the issue of the people of NIMBA? If the Senate plenary through a committee cannot be trusted, who do you think now will address the issue of NIMBA?
That's it.
All right. Okay. I want to pause this video, and we will play the entire video. But I hope you can hear me. If you hear me, please get drop or please make a comment in the chat room and let me know if you hear me because I really want to make a point here. I do not know Senator Patrick Kwok. I've not met him. But the reason why I paused the video here, they generally ask me why you think that Senator Yanton is so upset. Is it because people left you out? If a city senator took a complaint to a plenary, common sense, they don't care the complaint. How can you people leave that man out? How can you people leave that man out? Then what about fact-finding mission are you people going on? That's number one. Number two, Senator Batikwa talked about Bodo Kane, Samuel Taylor, Prince Moore, and you name it. You talk about B Mountain, you call all the other company name. The question here to you, did anything change? What was the outcome? And so when you hear him describing Senator the senator from Nima County, about his anger and his frustration. I think I can relate to that. I think I can relate to that. Number one, you can't be going to fact-finding mission and leave the senator off. Whether you like it or not, whether he will blow up or not, he has to be part of the. He's the one that brought the complaint. And number one, number two, why are they going to a certain method, coming to them? Why? Why? And so you see, the allegation level against this committee that they were compromised, that they took bribe. But I want you to watch to the end of the video, and then we'll conclude on that. You can make your own informed judgment. And the reason why I played this because, like I said, we have been behind for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We've been very inconsistent up in the air. But there are a lot of things that are happening in Liberia that we need to highlight. And this issue with Nima County, etc. Meta, look at the county, see the amount of iron ore that live in that county. Even you talk about Samuel Taylor or Samuel Fremont, Botokano, all these people. We still don't know what was the outcome. Was he successful? Did the people of Grand Cape County got what it's going to get from B Mountain? It left for you now to answer that question. But I throw a light on this because this is why we continue to say that with the amount of money these people make, they get it stay. They don't carry themselves as the first branch of government. It's very alarming. Like we say, every time we come on the show, we do not come here to propagate any one political party agenda. But we'll highlight this so you can see. I got problem with my senator going to Nima. These folks should come to you. And then let it bring everything. And you're asking the question, let it bring the document, let go through the document, and everything they say they did. Then now you can set up a time and find an independent committee that will go what we call fact checking. Fact checking. Then the committee will go now. You the committee chair, you want to go, fine, but you go there now and say, okay, in the contract, you say you're going to do this. If it is done, you check it. If not, question mark. Then you go to the next one. And so I want you to listen to the entire interview. And then we'll come out together. A lot of things that are happening.
That's the only thing. That's myself. I'm wondering, how does he want the issue he raised to be attended, to be pursued, to be discussed with the people, to be solved with the people, because we have to engage with them constructively. We got to engage them and work with them and ensure that all of those problems that he had are mitigated, are solved. Then his people of Nima will be served directly. In fact, let me give an example. During the past regime, similar situation occurred, and we went to Nima. That time, Minister Sali, the Internal Affairs Minister, Sali was there. When we went there, the same situation. The Nima people put devil out. So when I got frightened, and I was quiet. Senator Salif and Minister Salif took that joke on me every time he met me. My man, the devil cameo. So these experiences, we used to them. But because our activities, our programs are in the interest of our people, so we will continue to engage that. The reason for which today 20% is being left with the affected community, it was that trip that we went on where I was chair, I led the people, I led the Senate. And that's how, when we came back, when we made our report, the Senate engaged the executive, and all of us concluded that 20% of the money that is normally provided by the concessionaire should be left with the affected community. Today, the affected communities are benefited with 20%. It was because of my initiative, the same way I did, and I took the people to Nima. That's how I took those people that day. So I did not go there to amass wealth for myself. We are serving the people of this country. And the people of Nima are part of the people of Liberia that we are serving. And that is why we will continue to engage. We will continue to ensure that AML does what it's supposed to do in the interest of the people of Nima in particular, and the name of people of Liberia in general.
So the committee, finally, Senator Batikwa, the committee is expected to give its report, a full report, to a findings report to Senate plenary upon the Senate resumption. And then, but you've been there more than one time. What is your overall impression, in a nutshell, of Asila Meta operation?
That is why I said on OKFM, I call on the relevant ministries and agencies that are responsible to provide supervision to these concessionaires. Their attitude of always neglecting or ignoring implementing the provisions of the agreements with the government of Liberia that affect the lives of the people is very unacceptable. The only way we will ensure that they do what they're supposed to do is to engage them constructively, sustainably. That's the only way, and keep their feet on fire. And keep their feet to fire. That's the only way, because always they only look at their economic objective for which they are here. But it's unfair to us. Liberia has its own resources. But because we don't have the capacity to exploit them, that is why you came into partnership with them and with us. So when you are getting your benefit, let us also get our fair share. And part of our fair share is attending to the needs of the people in the community in which your concession is located. So I will advise them to continue to hold their feet to fire. Always don't wait. Let them be proactive. If there is any need, any time that you think you want to engage them, engage them. Don't wait that they should call you before you go there. Regularly, either on a quarterly basis, let them visit them. Lens and minds need to really be in proactive engagement with AML. Other than that, we will continue to be talking. But our committee will also sustain our engagement with them, because they have only 5 years left of all of the years that they operated, they existed.
All right, folks. Again, we're going to pause the video because we want to do justice to the topic. Okay.
Look at the problems. Until we
All right, we want to do justice. Like I said, there are a lot of things been happening, and I give credit to the senator from Nima County, Yantuan. I give him a lot of credit because when they generally ask Senator Batikwa, okay, you went over there, what is your overall assessment? And you can listen to an explanation that these people, they make promises that they don't keep. And he acted as if to say, when he said they should continue to engage them, who are you referring to again? When he is the chairman on section or how you call it, contract in Liberia, he is responsible. He is flowing with that authority, and he's referring to third party. They second third party, instead of saying I. taking responsibility. And so you can already see that Senator Yantua is 100% right. The book got 5 more years left. And all that thing they have taken from other Nima, nothing they can show to the Nima County people. You see how people, you see the reason why our country is in complete mess? Yeah, it's a senator talking about say, he's responsible to call the lands of my minister. All those parties, those agencies and ministry that are involved, he should be calling upon to the office of tenancy report hot to the operation until we can get the desired result or the promises that were made through the agreement. But you listen to him, he's speaking as if to say he does not have authority. And this is why we wanted to play this video for you so you can see. So you can see for yourself. So you already acknowledge that what Senator Nantuan is saying is true. That the people already feeling they're depleting the resources from the place, and the poor Nimaka, they got nothing. The poor Nimaka, they got nothing. And the reason why we choose to play this because I'm telling you, Liberians, we can't sit down and continue to allow this to happen. These are the type of people that are killing our country. These are the type of people that are killing our country. These are the type of things that we have to, again, this one, you can't put this one on this Bwaka. This man for Grand County. He was elected just Joseph Bwaka was elected. He is the chairman. You know what authority this man has? They make him pull hard to the whole operation. He can pull hard. Now let you pull hard and let's see if Joseph Bwaka then will bypass. But because they are not independent, they are so corrupt. And so they try to make the thing know that Senator Yantuan is just crazy or he's just angry for nothing. And that is why we played it because he said a million the book 5 years. And you say now that you hold the poor feet to the fire. Who dares you? You should be holding the poor feet to the fire, Mr. Senator. You are the chairman. You are clothed with that authority to make sure that those people do what they're supposed to do according to the contract agreement that they signed. They were presented to you. And this is the type of game they play. And if you send in library, let the economy you spoke to OKFN, now what you're taking away from that? Because again, he's trying to move his feet like he has nothing to do about it. He has no authority. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And so we want to applaud Senator Yantuan for continuing to engage and raise alarm. Like he said, you are lucky that did it because the poor Nimaka need to stand up 5 more years. 5 more years. What can the poor Nimaka show? Look at the twin track. When I put the Grand Pastor, where they put taking the pool or iron ore every day and carrying the Buchanan pool and shipping it. Look at the railroad. No, it's sad. It's sad. And so we're not wanting to say, they say, these are some of the things that have been happening, like we say, a weekly review. And so you can see that. Another thing we want to talk about, yeah, is I'm glad that the Liberal Supreme Court lifted order. So that means, what that means that it pay way for arrest of former Minister of Dean and order in the Diamond scandal. I think the other day, a friend of mine myself were having a discussion. I was telling him about the Diamond that the poor phone in Bible. Where, I mean, it just, and I hope people that involved in this type of thing, we're not setting example. We are not setting example. And so let me just read part of the news today. The Supreme Court of Liberia has officially lifted a stay order that had halted the legal proceeding in a high-profile 53.34-carat diamond. Listen to that. 53.34-carat diamond. Removing a major legal barrier to the arrest and prosecution of former Justice Minister Councilor Frank Musa Jr. and 5 others. Look at this thing, 53.34-carat diamond. By directive of Honor James Edgar H. Woodcourt, Associate Justice presiding in the chamber, you are hereby informed that the conference previously scheduled for Thursday, October 16, 2025 has been canceled. Furthermore, the respondent judge has been instructed to resume jurisdiction over the matter and proceed in accordance with the law. The parties say through the notice by Councilor Sen, by Councilor Sen Mamuru, clerk of the Supreme Court of Liberia, stated. The ruling handed down by Justice Chima of Honor Chief Edgar Woodcourt pledged the way for the civil law court to resume jurisdiction and enforce the arrest or against the accused. Now, I think that Mo and myself were having a discussion on this. 53.34 carat. Go see back on it. And I go, what's it about? I was talking. People don't even look at the big picture. We are selfish, we are mean, we are greedy. And so that's one of your hairline. Let's look at the next hairline. That's one of your hairline there. Liberia coming to cry, hard-team property, pray for bold leadership to tackle drugs crisis, economic woe. The political leader of the opposition attending the National Congress, Alexander B. Comey, has expressed deep sadness for what he described as Liberia's lack of progress over the past decade. I can relate to that. I've been sitting on this show. Every time there's a change in government, instead of things going into and come backward, Comey assert that conditions for the majority of Nigerians, such as the ability to full meal, tuition, healthcare, have not fundamentally improved since 2016, as nearly everything remains the same or even worse. Comey contend that despite Liberia abundant natural resources and iron ore, gold, diamond, the wealth only benefit a handful of people, leading to widespread poverty and hopelessness among the population. Right on, Mr. Comey. Right on, because right now, that is why Senator Yantuan and Maima right now is very, very crying and pleading on behalf of his people. 53.34 diamond. 53.4 diamond. For Bapolo. Nothing the book can show. These things have to stop. It got to stop. Instead of go to the next headline. And Mr. Comey is right. Things don't go in for things keep coming back. It got to stop. Got to stop. All people are suffering. All people are suffering. This type of don't care attitude, this type of corrupt attitude, it got to stop. And so tonight, folks, we wanted to tell you we are back. And we're glad that you listened to the interview. You can go back and listen to it again. We posted it on our page. But these are the type of things that are killing our country. The lack of leadership. people do not care. You listen to Senator Batikwa. Even though you try to make Senator Nyantuan look like, but I can 100% understand Senator Nyantuan's frustration because the people got 5 more years left. And everything. So in our agreement, if I'm not done, I don't think I've done 1/3 of it. And people, why would we commit to our own country? Why? Why are we treating Liberia like this? Because when we talk about B. Martin, it's the same B. Martin that we saw Senator Dawes talk about. Where the person will hire Liberians, they hire their own people, they pay their own people $2,000 and they pay the same judge Liberian they pay them 600. And you proud to even mention that? Well, a few months ago, when Senator Dawes we're talking about that. So what difference did people do? What difference did your committee make in Grand County? Tell us. Tell us. Or Botokana in Bapoli. Or Prince Moore. Tell us. Because you have to see the poor over there, they are not benefiting nothing. And they continue to loot our resources. These are the type of field leadership who do not care about the country. They do not care about the country. They care about money. They have turned ourselves into dump sites. Senator running to go to Maima. No, the post should come to you down to Morocco. You're not supposed to go there. And you can't meet for the people and leave the man out who failed to complain. It does not make sense. Whether he angry, he has to be there. That's his county. He brought a complaint. And that's the type of division that we talk about. I'm surprised that Senator Koka, Nyantuan, the Nimakande caucus will be working together to make sure that Nimakande get a fair share. I'm surprised that he has to go talk to Senator Koka to talk to. Senator Koka should be even angry. Just like you see Senator Nyantuan is angry too. It's not about them, it's about the country, it's about Liberia. But you see, these are the challenges that we face. How we get past this? We need God know. But I know one way we get past this, we got to start electing the rightful people. We got to start electing the rightful people to power in Liberia. Because as of a can't be senator and then they bring complaint, I turn the community, I get it. No. They're coming to me. But you know what? I'm going to beg you. These people are one of those people that are on record. I got no problem with how much money they make. And then they stay, they didn't do anything in the interest of the country. That capital building is a cancer. Capital building is a mess. Every time I think about that capital building, it pains my heart. Because with all the money, all the luxury these people got, they still can't do any good thing in the interest of the country. What about selfish people who got in our place called senator and representative? It is very for them. I think representing the drug companies, the state of Liberia, we've got to find a way to get people out of there. That people deserve to be in our senate or representative. Too sad. Too sad. And so, folks, tonight we want to stop here. We're going to go full blast now. I promise that we're going to be on top of our game, but it's been fun, it's been busy, but we have to put Liberia first. And so I hope you spread the video. And we'll come back next week. Hopefully, Wednesday by God's grace. We'll be here now moving forward. Because I'm telling you, there are a lot of things that have been happening in Liberia that we need to talk about. And so Wednesday, we'll still be looking at the drugs issue that is unfolding in our country. But once again, we want to remind you folks, tomorrow is the first Saturday in the month of October. Our cleaning up exercise continues tomorrow. And so I was told by my men on the ground that we need additional rain boots. Additional rain boots. I think we have extra 5 or 6 people that have joined. And so every equipment over there, we were able to purchase it on our own. And so we need additional rain boots. We need additional gloves. The gloves we can always get it, but I think we need additional rain boots. Because the number is increasing, that's what we want. That means the message is resonating. You get to understand that nobody will change Nigeria except us. Except us. Don't just sit and say government. You are the government. And that's what we're going to teach the kids. You are the government. Not everything you do, and you must get paid. And so we have even gone, every time they clean, we make sure we give them a soap money for our own pocket. We have been paying them for a while, going to a year now, and so we are appealing to you. Wherever we can contribute to this great endeavors, we appreciate it. You can always inbox us if you want to help us. And before we go, we want to take this time to remind us again that Maima County, other county, but I can speak for Maryland County. This is what we expect for everyone of us in the blessed Father. We have to contribute to the development of our country. We all know what happened in Nigeria. 14 years of civil war, devastating civil war, bloody civil war that destroyed the infrastructure in the human life in our country. We need to rebuild. And so collectively we have to come together as a unit. Like my president said in her inaugural speech, we have to learn to work together. We have to put aside our differences. We urging Marylanders from everywhere, especially in the Twin City. If you do not know, we do have a Maryland County Association in Minnesota here. The president is Lydia Wool. We got our vice president, we got our secretary, we got our whole leadership in place. In fact, in this week or next week, we'll be meeting again. And so you can contact those people, you can inbox me, we'll give those people information. But if we can work together, and put away our differences, Maryland County will be once again the shining city on top of the hill. And so I am encouraging every one of us, Liberians, or Maryland County, or Maryland citizens in particular, come and support a worthy cause. Come and support a worthy cause. And so I want to say thank you. I also want to take this time to say congratulations to my own big brother, Mr. Bobby Sake, who was sworn in September 30th as a sheriff deputy in the state of Minnesota, specifically Hennepin County. So Bobby Sake, we say congratulations. I pray that God will bless you, God will strengthen you as you take on your new journey to protect lives, property, in the beautiful state in America. Alive. Once again, I want to say thank you. Special shout out to my chairman, J. Edwin Daniel. So on the second hardworking chairman, we appreciate you. With his beautiful wife, next year, Mike Barista will be married. And once again, I want to say congratulations to you in advance. All of our people listening will say, please pray in the video. Make sure that we hope someday you can join us and participate in the discussion. Once again, I want to say thank you. This is your host of Diplomacy so long in the beautiful state of Minnesota. You have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay cool, stay wherever you find yourself. Tomorrow, The members of the Association Initiative in this room will be post room in Liberia, so on the second junction, all the way to Jakarta. Until then, you have a person evil. Good night, everybody.